Welcome, my friends. Welcome back to Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. I'm your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. It is 5:35 here on the East Coast, and we are having a glorious time. I hope you are too. Kathy Evans is already watching. Hello, Kathy. It's going to be a delightful show here today because I have so many wonderful friends. And by many, I mean 3. And that's all you need for a wonderful party. We have Claire and TJ from the Zenith Players. We have Ken Briodagh of Story Phoenixes. Oh, look at that casualness. And we are going to be playing some wonderful games tonight. And I do hope that you're going to join us. Please also, if you're loving the theme music that we have going on right now, give some love to the Jackdaws. Go find them on Facebook and YouTube, etc. Go download their music from Apple Music and wherever the hell else the music is. Bandcamp, probably. But we're going to have a great night tonight. The world is burning, but we are going to be okay. So raise a glass and have some fun with us tonight for happy hour. Cheers to everyone. And so, my friends, welcome. How's everyone doing today?
Yeah, it's a day. No, it's a good day. It's a good day.
It's a good day. We all woke up. That is a good start. So, TJ and Claire, how are you?
We're doing pretty good. We're, keeping busy, doing shows, taking care of chickens. The things normal, functional people do.
Yeah. Well, I'm very glad to hear that. That you are being normal, functional human beings.
Normal's kind of a relative term.
Yeah. But are your relatives in fact normal?
Oh no.
Okay, good to know.
No comment.
Good to know.
Fun fact about chickens, actually. Did you know that chickens have no souls? They are evil creatures. And
wow. I am reminded of that when they choose to beat me in the face with their wings when I try to pick them up to help them.
That's why eating them is virtuous.
I'm vegetarian. Not going to do that. I don't believe in eating anything with a face.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Pumpkins must be tough for you.
You know what? They had it coming.
There's an exception to every rule.
There we have it. I mean, you have to make the rule before you can make the exception.
It's
so
true.
Speaking of pumpkin, I am drinking some pumpkin spice coffee. I have on my green scarf for the fall season. I have my pumpkin spice coffee. Oh, Shakespeare's having a good day. Speaking of chicken, Lauren Boyle, she says her neighbor's chickens got into her front yard yet again. Do your neighbors get into your chickens and or vice versa?
Not really. Our chickens are pretty well contained.
They're good.
Are your neighbors well contained?
Once.
We did chase it across the road.
Neighbors across the street chickens used to get in our front yard fairly commonly, but not anymore.
It's free tick removal. Chickens eat ticks.
Yeah.
Nice, excellent. Very good to know. I did not know that.
That's
another
fun.
reason to have pet chickens.
Chickens and
go.
possums. I'd rather have possums, personally. I think
They're
possums
evil.
are cool. No, possums are great.
They're so good.
Yeah,
They're cute, and they eat ticks and other louses.
I'm fine with them living out there. I don't want them as a pet.
But they hang upside down by their tails.
Yes, and let them do it. Let them frolic in the wild. In the wild, Ken. Do not bring it into your home. It will mess you up.
This is my possum dance.
I feel like this requires the full screen. Keep going. Keep going. Dig your own hole. Here we go.
Should be.
You have
I
to
feel like
imagine it now upside down.
Well, yeah, I feel like I should be upside down for this. I don't know.
Dude, I've seen your workout room. You have a bar in there. Go hang.
That's not my workout room. Have you seen me?
Oh, goodness gracious.
My wife and husband use that room. I cut through that room to the laundry. That's all.
That's a hallway.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a dangerous hallway. There's things in there that are heavy that sometimes you have to pick up for some reason and move somewhere else.
Ugh.
I don't understand. It all seems very difficult.
wonderful. I'm very glad to hear that then, that it seems a little too difficult for you to go in there. I'm glad that you have such stringent, strict standards.
I just look at it and I'm like, not today. Not today.
This is grand. I feel like in order to better commiserate on working out and everything, I mean, Claire is here and she's a fantastic long distance runner. I would need to be talking with your husband or wife at the moment, be like, all right, see, I just signed up for a marathon, isn't that crazy? And they'd be like, yeah, do it. And then you're like, I'm gonna eat another sleeve of these cookies.
You also didn't like just sign up for a marathon.
No, I was stupid. I was in fact,
would you say you were
dopey? Yes! Yes, I was. Yes. Internet. If you didn't. Oh no. Internet. If you don't know what we're talking about, I signed up for the Walt Disney World Marathon weekend, and ordinarily I would not be able to go because it's a little cost prohibitive. However, they made it a virtual event and also lowered the price. Not in line with other virtual events so much, but lowered the price for Disney accordingly. So it is affordable for me to run it. And I figured I've been practicing half marathons, haven't officially done a virtual half marathon yet, but I've been practicing it. Going to try it again for tomorrow. I've done 5Ks, 10Ks, 15Ks. Why not go for the marathon? But also, why not be extra stupid and do all 4 events in a 4-day period? So 5K, 10K, 13.1 miles, 26.2.
So are you going to get all the way into it and do it Donald Duck style?
Pantsless?
Yes.
Well, since I run on a private road, possibly.
There you go.
Pixar didn't happen.
But
the gauntlet is thrown.
Well, here's the thing. It will be January 6th when all of this is happening. And I live in upstate New York. So unlikely.
I did my own virtual dopey, but I did it on the treadmill in like April.
Yeah.
Treadmill marathon? Not
no.
fun. Would not recommend. Don't do 26.2 on a treadmill.
Why?
No.
It's boring.
Here's the thing. So I haven't been able to run on a treadmill since the beginning of March, since all of this happened, because I would run in the gym at the college where my wife is on faculty as a mental health counselor. And spouses get gym privileges. Like, oh, this is nice. Mm-hmm. And so I would run. And the first couple of days I was bored of it really, really fast. But then I found that I could distract myself on the treadmill way easier than I can distract myself from feeling pain out on the road. Like if I'm listening to a podcast or music, it's the same. But if I'm really hurting, I then turn on a YouTube video. And then that helps me get to the end of that YouTube length. So I would watch a lot of the Super Carlin brothers whilst running on the treadmill, because most of the videos are about 15 minutes. And that gets you a mile and a half, usually. And it's just like, okay, all right, let's do another one. And so I got up to my first 15K on the treadmill using that method of like, I can keep going. I want to see what's happening. What's the latest part of the Disney theory? Let's do it. What's the Pixar theory? And it's fantastic for me. So I'm asking for a treadmill for Christmas.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Which was my wife's recommendation, because again, the marathon is in January and I live next to Canada.
Yeah.
But like, if you run through the snow, do you get like credit for twice as much of the running? So you could actually just do 13.6 and
your fitness tracker might give you credit of like, well, you know what, you still only went this far. However, you burnt this much. So good for you.
I talk a lot of nonsense about my treadmill, and I like to make fun of my treadmill. But at the end of the day, it has saved me on so many training runs.
Yeah.
What's your marathon time, if I might ask? I don't care.
Here's,
it's better than mine.
Fun fact, the official marathons that I've done have been the Disney marathons, and I'm bad because I stop and I'll like go on Expedition Everest in the middle of the race.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
So my Garmin at one point was like
that is fantastic.
Your fitness tracker is like, holy crap, you're fast.
Good.
Yeah,
it's like you were averaging, Claire. You were averaging 5 miles an hour. Very good, very good. Holy smokes! You did 68. You did 68 miles an hour for this 90-second period. Oh my god!
But it's funny. Yeah, the dope. You'll have a great time, and then you will do it in person at Disney, and you will also have a great time.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. My marathon time, the one time I did a marathon, was about 10 and a half or 11 hours.
But you did it. You're averaging better than 2 miles an hour.
I walked the Jimmy Fund walk once in Boston. So I count that. That was the Boston Marathon route, and I completed it. I also collapsed like a jellyfish at the end. It was a nightmare.
It's
crazy.
The same. That's a hilly course, though. That's many hills.
Yeah. I made the blatant mistake of stopping for lunch in the middle and like sitting down and eating a sandwich. And then I got up and I was like, wow, these legs don't work anymore. So like the mile and a half after the halfway point was brutal. And then I was okay again. Then I got to the end and I sat down and I ate some food. And then I went to the bathroom in the restaurant and fell down because I couldn't stand anymore. And like I got into the car and I'm like just sitting in the seat going like this, like, Jesus, oh God, why? Martha, leave me behind. Like, it's bad.
Friends of mine were running the New Orleans Marathon. And if you know anything about New Orleans, it's a drinking town. Really? If there's ever a town that does TJ all of a sudden became very interested in this conversation. He's like, oh, do tell me more.
I find that hard to believe.
So the drinking town genuinely extends to races, which I found out when I did the Turkey Day 5 mile, where among other things, they're offering free shots of wild turkey before the race.
Yeah.
And then there were water stations and whatnot, but there were also hurricane stations. Hurricane being the frozen mixed drinks that you can get
running in the wrong
native to New Orleans. So a friend of mine was telling me one of the 3 times he ran a marathon, he did the New Orleans twice, and it also happens for the half, which is the same weekend. He's running, and the one time he's like, "Oh, I live in New Orleans. I've been here my entire life. I'm gonna grab a drink." And running, drink of water, and then immediately after was a beer handout station. Chug the beer, keep running.
Carbs.
More water, more beer. And he's like, I'm keeping it 1-to-1. I'm keeping it 1-to-1. I'm feeling pretty good. Then I started passing whiskey stations. I'm like, what's it gonna hurt?
1-to-1. 1-to-1. Beer or whiskey. Beer.
And so he starts taking shots, and he says he started. He's like, I definitely did way more than 26 miles. And I said, really? How far? Were you tracking it? He goes, as a matter of fact, yes. He goes, I didn't have my phone tracking me. I said, okay. He goes, because it wasn't as smart of a phone yet. But everybody had a little tracker to put like tie your shoelaces, right? For them to like confirm that you did it. He ended up doing 31 miles. If only because I'm on this side of the street. I'm on that side of the street.
I'm on the east bank. I'm on the west bank.
Oh yeah.
And apparently that is common for the New Orleans Marathon for first-time runners.
To do it.
The New Orleans Marathon is actually 31.2 miles.
just because
you only feel half of it.
Yeah.
Just because you're expected to just kind of stagger run with like woo.
That's amazing. That's so good.
My favorite thing that ever happened to me happened after my last official marathon, which was my Dopey at Disney. I decided that
Dopey at Disney
to ride Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and the ride broke down, and we had to get evac'd off the ride at the top of the ride. And my poor legs, I looked like a baby giraffe. I was like trying to walk down, and I was shaking. I should not have been doing that. It was fine. It all worked out.
So I had, for my very first official 5K, which was in Walt Disney World at Epcot Center for the Star Wars 5K last year, I had a really good run time. And they're like, oh, wow, look at you. You could probably do like the 10K or the half. I was like, yeah, I felt really good. And it was for me, first time run, it was 40 minutes. And they're like, especially for Disney, that's an amazing 5K time. And I said,
crowded course.
Really? Why? They said, didn't you see the character stops? I said, yeah. I saw people lining up. I'm like, why are you doing that? And they said, stop and have your picture with the characters. I'm like, oh, I figured I could do it afterward. Like, no, you can't.
They're gone.
It's over. It's like you actually would have to go back in and just like rewalk it. I'm like,
that princess has sailed.
Oh. Well, in this case, it was all Star Wars, but yeah. But I'm just like, oh. So if I ever do it again, I'm conflicted of, do I want to get a good marathon time or whatever the race is time, or do I want to stop and do the character meet and greets? And a friend of mine on one of the running boards, her thing is if she knows more or less there's no meet and greets for a while or big photo ops, she just trucks it and she just goes as hard as she can for as long as she can to get a better time. So, I am 10 minutes ahead of where I need to be for me to have a decent time. I'm going to stop and get a picture. Like, okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. I used to love running, hurt my knees terribly, and I can't really do it anymore. But I was never a long distance runner. Even when I was a runner, I was middle distance. I did like 400 meters, 800 meters. And I was pretty good. I wasn't terrible.
I was kicked off the track team because I didn't have a good 400 meter time.
Oh, what was your time? Do you remember?
It wasn't good. So
yeah.
No.
I was never like, I didn't make states or anything, but I was fine. But I always enjoyed bicycling. So that's what I actually do for exercise now. I do I bicycle.
Speaking of bicycling, Laura Boyle has a question for you, Ken, specifically. Have you devised a plan for when you can't ride your bike 30 miles outside, Ken? Or are you going to have to brave, dun, 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 the workout room?
Actually, I do have a plan for this, and it is I own a mountain bike, and I ride it on the road. And so my mountain bike has snow tires, basically.
Oh,
so,
you have the really wide ones?
Well, no. It's just a regular mountain bike, but it's got nice knobbly tires.
Have you seen the snow tire mountain bikes?
Yes, they're amazing.
They're insane.
They ride them on
so
the beach.
Cool. That's so cool. Those fat tire bikes, they're awesome, but they've got to be so hard to ride anytime you're not in terrain. They've got to be just a nightmare, just on the road or whatever. I've never ridden one, but they've got to be terrible if you're not like in the sand or the snow or whatever. But I'm just going to ride it and count on my tires and my balaclava to protect me. And
there you have it.
Off I go.
like it.
That's my whole plan. Right now, I'm not riding because I was an idiot and fell off my bike and hurt my wrist. But I will be back soon. I was going to do it today, but then I punked out.
This has been Exercise Talk with Claire, TJ, Ken, and your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. Come back in a minute and we're going to be talking about some more stuff. Shakespeare's getting swole here on the happy hour. And we're going to be back in just a moment. But first, I got to pay some bills because today's show is brought to you by the good people at Hill Storage and Rigging Company. Hill Storage and Rigging Company located in Middletown, Pennsylvania. No job too large or too small. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing your equipment is in skilled and experienced hands with services from our machine movers and erectors in Middletown, PA. Established in 1967, Hill Storage and Rigging Company is a family-owned and operated full-service millwright serving industries in the Mid-Atlantic states and beyond. We are a woman-owned small business with hours of operation of Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, available Saturdays and Sundays by appointment only. Hill Storage and Rigging Company, Call us at 717-944-7676. That number again, 717-944-7676. And visit us online at hillrigging.com. Hill Storage Rigging Company. No job too large or too small. And special thanks to them for being the sponsor of Shakespeare Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. If you would like to become a sponsor of the show, you can. Just drop me an email to shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. I answer all email. Even if it's weird, I answer it. Like, I get questions of like, would you be interested in buying this website? And I say, why, yes, I would be. How much is it? Like, it's only $20,000. I'm like, no, thank you. But yes, I waste trolls' time. So yeah. Go ahead and email me. I will waste your time too. So for anything. And if you want to just drop anything in the mail, by the way, I've had a couple of requests for that. You can mail me. Where did I put it? There it is. Just mail me. Shakespeare Approves, P.O. Box 137, Gilbertsville, New York 13776. So go ahead and drop your packages in the mail. I like dark chocolate. I really do. I used to not like it, but now I do. And also, while you are doing all the things, make sure that you go and like me on all the places. Go, please, like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Shakespeare Approves. Like me on Twitter, it's @ShakesApproves. Instagram, Shakespeare.approves. And on YouTube, Shakespeare Approves. And also, the Zenith Players, my friends, follow them on Facebook at facebook.com/Zenith Players. And go to zenithplayers.com. Click on the very attractive donation button. Yeah, it's a good time. And speaking of all the links, I want you to also follow our guest, Ken Briodagh. You can go and go to his Story Phoenix YouTube page, and I'm throwing that into the links right into the comments, rather, I should say, right now. So go and like and subscribe to Story Phoenixes on YouTube. Once he hits 100, he can actually make it youtube.com/Story Phoenixes. And not whatever the hell that is.
It just launched today.
Yeah, I just launched today. Your husband did a one TikTok video, and all of a sudden had over 3,000 followers. It just launched today.
Dost thou even TikTok, bro? God.
First, it wouldn't be even, it'd be Ian. And second, no.
First of all, contractions are not required. Don't step to me. Second of all,
Claire is finally eating a Kit Kat on this show.
Yes! Yes! I wish I hadn't eaten my ding dong. I would have joined you, but I ate it before the show.
That sounded so terrible, Ken.
I like a good ding dong. What?
So, Claire, what hashtag do we throw with this?
You're a monster.
Oh.
No, that's correct. That is correct Kit Katting.
Monster.
See? Kit Kat monster and
hashtag doing it right.
How do you?
In the time of COVID, is this where my fingers are not at all touching the Kit Kat?
Ooh.
The most responsible way to eat a Kit Kat.
I love it. I love it. Also, Claire, there's your new hashtag right there. How do you Kit Kat?
I like it.
Yeah. Put it on all your TikToks because Claire eats Kit Kats like a monster on TikTok. Did you see the one that Jimothy sent you with like the center eaten out of it? You have to find a way.
I need to spam them so they just send me free Kit Kats.
Oh,
yes.
Hershey Company will totally do it. Honestly, I would, except I can't eat the products. I can have the chocolate Twizzlers because there is no milk in the chocolate for it at all.
Can you have carob?
I hate carob.
Really?
People are like, oh, it's nature's chocolate. And
no,
like, no,
like
it's not. Chocolate is nature's chocolate.
Oreos are vegan.
Oreos are vegan.
Oreos are vegan.
Yeah.
Nabisco, National Biscuit Company, by the way. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
It's an anagram. Yeah. So anyway, let's talk. Instead of talking about what we're eating and our snacks and everything, let's talk about our latest projects. So Ken, we're going to start with you. You just launched the YouTube channel for Story Phoenixes. Go right there, people, and tell us about it.
So the Story Phoenix project, which I think I've talked about on the show before, is my little project where I do some storytelling and look for those sort of story elements that are universal to folks, because I think we can all come together through story. It's what humans have always done. And so I've been putting a lot of that storytelling up on my own personal YouTube, and I thought I should probably not be a schlub about this. And so today I created the Story Phoenix YouTube channel, and I would love for all of you to subscribe because I need your delicious subscriptions. And if I get enough, I can get my custom URL, so it's a lot easier to use. And eventually, I'll keep telling stories and putting that stuff up there. So go ahead and subscribe, take a look at it. If you want to read some of the things I've written and check that out, you can go to storyphoenix.com, which is the website for all the stuff. I just redesigned that. So take a look at all those things. If you like stories, reach out. We'll tell stories and stuff. It's fun. In Kubla Khan, Xanadu, etc.
Fantastic. Oh, that makes me so happy that you're doing more with this, Ken. I mean, it's just genuinely wonderful. TJ, what are you crinkling?
Nothing.
Doritos.
TJ, have the courtesy to eat the Doritos on camera.
Did you bring enough for everyone?
I did.
Did you bring the technology to share it?
Hold on, wait. Just gonna pass it one.
Oh, thank you.
No, Ken, space work. It was coming at you from the bottom. So
No, it was at the top from me.
No, yeah, it was at the top for you. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh my God, Ken, space work.
I'm sorry, I hurt my wrist. It's hard to orient.
Oh my. It's hard to hold. And Claire and TJ, I'm going to throw you over here for just a moment because I would like to talk to you. I know, right? You're over there now. No. I want to talk to you about this weekend's shows. This is what? Week 24? 25?
28.
What? Sweet baby Yoda. Oh my goodness. But you have two wonderful shows. By the way, I love this layout that my editor gave me today of just putting it like that for you.
Nice.
And this is what I'm using from here on out.
I like.
Yes. So you have Electra and Dracula happening, and let's talk about them.
Yeah, we're continuing our journey through the Greek plays, and this week we decided to go with Electra, and we've got a really strong cast with some really, really talented women kind of bringing that to life, and it's going to be beautiful. And then on Monday, yes, we have Dracula.
It's Dracula. It's a version of the script by Orson Welles.
Ooh.
Which, of all people, who do you want? If you can't have Bram Stoker, who do you get to tell the story of Dracula? You get Orson Welles.
And so, by that same token, did you also get Maurice LaMarche?
What?
Maurice LaMarche, voice of the brain on in the Brain.
No.
The same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Trying to take over the world.
No, sadly, Maurice was unavailable. But...
Did you even try? Did you,
TJ?
I didn't. I was busy trying to find a script for Jekyll and Hyde.
He takes so many weird gigs. Like, he really does.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one avenue we haven't, Twitter spammed anyone. We've kind of gone on a little thing. Wheaton. Like we really wanted to do Dr. Horrible sing-along vlog. Because we thought that could work, but they won't grant the rights for that. So
No. And I would prefer not to give Joss Whedon any money.
Also that.
This was before.
No. I'm aware of when it happened. It happened during the 2008 writer's strike, and I thought it was brilliant. And I thought it worked great.
We sent the message like week 3, I think. We sent the message to. It
was before the most recent.
Oh no, he's been. I'm sorry. I'm going to use stronger language real quick. He's been a douchebag for at least 15 years. All right. Talk to Scarlett Johansson about the first Avengers film. Talk to half the cast of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Amazingly enough, apparently not Sarah Michelle.
Yes, in touch with Scarlett Johansson and half the cast of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I'm not saying I can't.
I would like to talk to all of those people.
Okay, all right. Because you're a fan, or
Because we do live readings, and that would be awesome.
I know, right? It's just like tonight. But see, here's the thing. I mean, well, granted, you don't necessarily have the same sense of humor as I do, but for me, it would be a thing of, we're doing a big reading starring Sir Ian McKellen as the Gravedigger. And, it's just like, and it has to be just like this random ass part where it's just like, so we stop the show and then he yells like, I just need to know why, not that I don't appreciate doing the Gravedigger, but why are you not using me for something, I don't know, a bit bigger, maybe even Macduff or King Duncan? It's like, no. You came in late. You came in late to this reading, Sir Ian.
You got to earn your bones, buddy.
And I want you to have an accent off with Russell. Have Russell and Shakira and Sir Ian McKellen and me all being all vaguely English, and we'll see what happens.
It's possible one of those is more than vaguely English.
You know what? Russell's Australian, and that means his ancestors
is vaguely English,
and that means his ancestors, depending upon the reasons they went there, will cut you.
If you want something truly mind-bendy, I can get you Michael, who is one of the actors that performs routinely for us, and he will do a Geordie accent.
Yeah.
And you will like.
That's fun.
Are we talking Geordie LaForge?
As in Geordie Shore, the English spinoff of Jersey Shore.
Oh my God, I have not heard of this. Oh my God, I have not heard of this at all.
Yeah,
Pretty great. It's if you go to
But then again, I don't watch that much trash TV.
it's sort of
just a BBC or I don't know, a big British website has all this information about famous British accents, and they've got this whole section about the Geordie accent.
That's amazing.
Dialect.
it's a Yorkshire variant, isn't it?
Northeast. If Yorkshire is north, it's based around Newcastle, because they say Newcastle, not Newcastle.
Yeah, because they're wrong.
They live there.
I don't care. I think half the people in Massachusetts are wrong too. They pronounce the town's wrong. So
I'm sorry. I do have to offer correction there. Half the people in Massachusetts aren't wrong. At least 3/4, at bare minimum.
Lovely people, they're just wrong, and they need to sit there in their wrongness
And be wrong.
and just accept it.
And everyone west of Worcester should stop driving entirely.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Oh goodness. Also, most of the people east of Worcester should stop driving.
Probably yes.
Most people should stop driving. We're in a
Also
pandemic.
agreed.
If everyone but me would stop
Stay
driving.
home.
I wonder, how did people pass their driving exams? Seriously, it's like, how did you?
Some
Who
people
let you
have.
drive?
Some of them have. There's a great truism that Carlin once said, of all of the great truisms that he said, which is that anyone driving faster than me is a maniac, and anyone driving slower than me is an idiot.
So, I tend to set my cruise control 1 to 3 miles per hour over the speed limit.
You animal.
I know. And it's hilarious because I live in New York State. Stereotypically crazy drivers. We have some, I will absolutely grant you. But then depending on what roads I'm on, like, and I mean major highway, not just like local, all of a sudden I'm passing people like at great speed. And I'm like, what is happening? Because the road is now 65, but may at one point have been 55. And everyone has just internalized that it is still 55. And so it's just like, oh.
Connecticut a couple of years ago passed the greatest of all highway traffic laws. I love it, even though it doesn't help that much, which is that if someone is behind you, moving faster than you on the highway, you must move over.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Yeah, it's great. It's not enforced or enforceable, but it's on the books technically. And so I feel so much more justified when I haul ass up somebody's tailpipe and like move out of the way.
It's the
language.
So basically, the Connecticut legislators have given you free license to just be an aggressive driver.
I am not an aggressive driver. I am an assertive driver.
Oh, that's what we're calling it now.
Wouldst thou kindly get the fuck out of my road?
This is a daytime show. You're not allowed to say that.
Oh, I apologize. I beep retrospectively.
Dear God in heaven. You're going to get me kicked off. You're going to lose me everybody. Or gain me everybody. Either way, I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious. But
you're allowed one.
No, you're not allowed any on this show.
To maintain your PG. You're PG, right?
Oh my God. Anyway, friends, let's play a game. Let's play a game. We're going to do something a bit different now. I always say, let's play a game, and it's making it up on the spot. This is one I've actually put thought into, and it's more of an exercise of reader's theater. So we're going to do something that I like to call, oh, great. I just put Claire and TJ up. That was kind of funny. So let's go back to this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try the intro again one more time. We're going to do something that I like to call great awkward moments in history. And here's the thing. These are tweets, Facebook posts, Reddit posts, as collated by BuzzFeed that we are going to give dramatic readings to. And so in order to help set the tone, I shall essay going first. I saw a girl carrying a hamster, so I asked if I could pet it, but it was actually a muffin. So I'm on my way to jump off a cliff now. Great moments in history. All right. Who would like to go next?
Very reasonable response to that.
I thought so.
I shall go next.
All right, very good. Ken is going to go next. All right, Ken, let me bring up your great awkward moment in history. And, where did... there we are. And here you go.
Meant to say, hold on for a second, and give me a minute to a customer, and it came out as, hold me for a second. What a Monday.
Claire or TJ, which of you is next?
I guess it's me.
All right, TJ, you're going to have to bounce over a little bit. Let me get yours. And, this one's great. All right, you're going to love this one.
I once walked into Subway, asked for a moot ball feet long, said shit directly afterward, then walked out. Can never go back.
Oh, this is great.
That's nice. That one had a happy ending because Subway.
All right, Claire, your turn. All right, here we go.
I surprised my girlfriend at work this morning, came up behind her and kissed her on the neck. She laughed and said, "Mike, stop. You know we're at work." My name is Brandon.
We're not going, by the way, in any particular order, so it was just funny to me that one was Claire's. Oh, goodness. Oh, by the way, going back to an earlier conversation, Laura says, this is why driving with Ken is terrifying sometimes.
You love it.
All right. Let me get my next one. Oh, all right. This one's mine. The elevator doors opened up, and a guy walked in the elevator. It was just me and him in there, and he said, "I love you." And I'm not rude. So I said, "I love you too." He gave me a weird look and pointed at his Bluetooth. That is the thing. That is the thing. All right.
Totally that guy.
This one has to be TJ. This one has to be TJ. All right, here we go, TJ. This one is you.
One time I went to hand someone a bowl of hot soup. My brain tried to say, "Careful, it's hot," and "Here's your soup." So instead I blurted out, "Careful, it's soup."
These are so stupid. I love it. Oh, goodness gracious.
Beware of soup. I see the bumper stickers now.
Oh no, Claire, this one is you. This one is you. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to keep you there. And here you go, Claire.
My friend was driving and we were almost past our turnoff, so I tried to say quick and fast at the same time, and I ended up screaming quack, which ended up with him judging me very hard and missing the turn.
Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, if you're thinking we're doing this purely for our own amusement, you're right. This is how panel shows work.
Before we go on, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Shakespeare, but ducks and otters have one very important thing in common.
Oh, is this going to be a dirty joke, Ken?
No, that's where I was going to stop because I've already told you about otters. And I.
Oh. No. I'm
not.
All right.
They're both very fluffy and good in the water.
Okay.
All right then.
That's the thing that was said. All right. Oh dear Lord. Hashtag Ken's possum dance. All right. Goodness. All right. Ken, this one's for you.
We'll perform possum dance at parties. Yesterday at Target, the cashier said, "Your receipt is in the bag." And I responded with, "You too." So I've been dealing with that for the past 18 hours, but I'm slowly coming to terms with it, which is cool.
All right, only a few more to go. Who gets this one? This one's fantastic. All right, I'm going to take this one. All right. All right, so here we go. I had to go to the library to pay a fee, and I was practicing in the car between I have to pay a fine and I have to pay a fee. And I walked in and firmly stated, "I have to pee," and slammed a $5 bill on the counter. The fee was about 10 cents and walked out. This was about 3 years ago, and I still haven't been back.
Oh, that's sad. Libraries are great.
All right.
That's not the weirdest thing that happened to them that day either.
No, it's not. It's weirdly not. Ken, this one's you.
Oh, all right. 3 years ago, a cute guy I worked with wanted to give me a fist bump. I thought he was pretending to hold an invisible microphone, so I leaned forward and said, "Hello?"
Just punch yourself in the head. That's fantastic. Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm going to do that to people who offer me fist bumps someday when we're not in a quarantine forever. Yeah. But, like, I feel like it'd be great to just be like, "I bless the rains down." You can't license that.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Claire, this one's you.
My flight was delayed 3 hours, so I was doing what any human does when they're bored. Minding my own business, swiping through Tinder, and the guy behind me goes, "Ouch, hard no for that one." And I turn around, only to see the man I just swiped no on behind me. LMAO.
Oh, outstanding. TJ, this one is you, sir.
So I meant to say, "Oh crap, I left my phone in the car." But what I almost said was, "Oh no, I left my cone in the car." And damn, wouldn't that have been embarrassing? But I caught myself. And what I actually said was, "My fart cone." So anyway.
Oh, I love this. I love this so much. No. Oh, Ken, you're up, sir.
Oh, I'm up. Okay. In college, I went to a therapist for the first time, and he asked me to tell him about my childhood, and I got to, and then my parents got a divorce, and he nodded, writing in his notebook, and echoed, "Your parents got you a horse." He felt so bad, but couldn't stop laughing for 10 minutes.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Nay.
All right, I'll do this one. Oh, goodness. When my sister-in-law was a waitress in Canada, she was taking drink orders from a group of Americans. They each ordered a glass of red wine. She suggested they choose a liter instead. They spoke up among themselves, and one man put up his hand and said, "I'll be the leader." Yep. Connor, it's because you don't properly pronounce your T's. All right. Claire, this one's you, my friend. This one is you.
I blanked when I got to the counter at Starbucks and said, vodka soda. And she said, huh? And I said, huh? And then we stared at each other until I remembered I was there for coffee.
Oh, Lord. We have and that's the last one. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, this is freaking delightful. I love this so much. Oh, my gosh.
So good.
Oh, my goodness. Friends, this we are coming to the end of Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. And I'd like to thank all of you for being here with me today. I'd like to thank my guests, Ken Briodagh of Story Phoenixes. Go and follow his brand new YouTube page online. I'm going to put the link for that up in the comment section again just right now.
Yay. Thank you.
Oh, and Tara says for next time, she would like us to do autocorrect fails.
Oh.
Off screen like.
No.
Yeah, that would be amazing. All right. So please go like and subscribe to the Story Phoenix YouTube channel, youtube.com/UCLTM3KSMEIMWRQA6E0ZQ/.
I chose
Easy
that.
to remember. Easy to remember. I'm so glad that you jumped on that URL. And also, my dear friends, the Zenith Players, and they are up with their shows for the 28th week of the quarantine. Electra from the Greek plays on Saturday. That's tomorrow at 7 p.m. And Dracula on Monday. Go to facebook.com/Zenith Players for that. And also visit their webpage, zenithplayers.com, and click on the very attractive donation button. So, friends, thank you so very much for joining the show here today. As a reminder, as always, the show is brought to you by the good people at Hill Storage and Rigging Company. Go check them out, hillrigging.com. Call 717-944-7676. Hill Storage and Rigging Company, no job too large or too small. And we got lots of good stuff coming up this week in the world of Shakespeare. As we circle back round to Monday, we start off again with Shakespeare's Coffee Break. It was a daily show, became a weekly show, and now it is back to being a daily show, 3:05 p.m. every weekday. Facebook.com/Shakespeare's Coffee Break and YouTube.com/Shakespeare Approves. Go watch Shakespeare's Coffee Break. Wonderful shows, wonderful guests. Sometimes it's just me being an idiot, and that's fun too. Nat 21 Adventures on Tuesdays, the live Dungeons and Dragons show with performers from the Renaissance Fair, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Go to Nat 21 Adventures on Facebook and twitch.tv/PaloGarbanzo in order to watch it. When a natural 20 just won't do, you need a Nat 21. I am the overall host of that show. I am your bardic voice of God, and as it well should be. Speaking of Nat 21 Adventures, we have our special Halloween episode coming up on October 27th. Night at the Mausoleum. For more information on that and to buy a special gift box that goes along with the show, completely interactive, go to nat21adventures.com. Speaking of all the shows I do and I'm a part of, I have my own one-man audience interactive improvisational Shakespeare show coming back to Zoom, starring you, the audience. Shakespeare's Shakespeareans, Chapter 1, Romeo and Juliet, the Flying Implement of Doom Edition. It's going to be Saturday, October 3rd, next Saturday. It's already a week away. 1:30 in the afternoon, Eastern Time. Tickets are on eventbrite.com. I know a lot of you are missing Renaissance fairs, and as we are now firmly entrenched in the autumn, this is Ren Fair time. High summer, you're like, oh, this is bloody hot. Do I want to wear velvet? But now you really want to wear velvet and your scarves and get a good pumpkin spice coffee. Today's show brought to you by Pumpkin Spice Coffee. Because reasons. I'm not getting paid to say that. I just like pumpkin spice coffee. But go get your tickets. Tickets are $10 on Eventbrite. My patrons on Patreon get $5 off discount, and the link for that is right about here. This is why I need a second person running the comments for me and putting everything up in the links. So go buy your tickets for the Shakespeareans at that link right there. That very easy to remember link, eventbrite.com/e/the-shakespeareans-rummus-juliet-AFF=EBDSS Born line search. Easy to remember. Very easy. Go do that. So you will be the players in the show, and it's going to be a lot of good fun. Talking Trek next Thursday. Talking Trek comes back. New format, new cast. Brian and I are still going to be there, but we're going to be bringing in extra people, getting a wider version of Star Trek fandom and the United Federation of Planets. So that's Thursdays at 6 p.m. Facebook.com/Talking Trek podcast and on YouTube. And finally, oh my God, we're finally there at the end of this. Shakespeare Reviews, the brand new show. We just dropped episode 2 today. The show I do, produced by Life's Affair, and I perform it with Andrew McKee, the Irish bard. We review movie adaptations of Shakespearean plays, everything from the 1948 Laurence Olivier Hamlet to 10 Things I Hate About You, to Scotland, PA, to Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, to West Side Story. Anything based on Shakespeare, we are reviewing. And it is a good time. So episode 2 is today. You can watch it, facebook.com/Life's Affair. And also, we're doing 3:05 p.m. watch parties on Friday in lieu of Shakespeare's coffee break. So you can watch that right here as well at 3:05 in the afternoon on Fridays. But friends, thank you so very much for being here. I hope you have enjoyed being a part of this. Once again, to all of my friends, thank you. Go give them likes and love. They are on this show a lot because I love them. And hopefully they love me as well. And there's a lot of mutual glorious affection. But also, we love you. And you love us. And there is mutual glorious affection. If you like the show half as much as I like making it, then I like it twice as much as you do. And that's just called math. If that's the case, go buy me a cup of coffee. Buy me a drink at coffee.com/Shakespeare approves. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare approves. For a $5 tip, you'll get a digital edition of my comic book, Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. For $7, you'll get my digital album, Are You There, God? It's me, Shakespeare. Yep, that's the title, Claire. And then for $20, I will write you a sonnet. So go there. And also become a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. We'll see you next time. I'll see you all on Monday. I love you. You love me. Mutual glorious affection. And guess what? Halloween is coming. Greatest holiday of the year, people. We'll see you soon.
What are you reviewing tonight?
Oh, earlier today, we did the 1948 Hamlet.
Oh, I thought it...
No, 3:05 p.m. in the afternoon. Yeah.
Oh, See, I don't listen or read.
No, you don't listen.
Well, it doesn't say the time on that title.
It doesn't say the time, but I thought me saying the time might have, clinked into his head.
Let me know when you do the Pacino Shakespeare, because that was a madhouse.
Oh, it's coming. That's going to happen likely in November. Yeah, Pacino's Merchant of Venice is likely happening in November, I think.
It was
a movie?
Yeah.
It's a madhouse.
It's insane.
If you cut me, do I not bleed? Like, it's just, it's in.
He's not doing actor Pacino. He's doing hoo-ah Pacino.
Yeah.
Which started as a character.
Yeah.
As a fellow Italian, can I just say...
Yeah.
Yes, you may.
The first time I saw that, I watched the whole thing going...
It's like, so as channeled through
in the audience when the stage adaptation did too.
Yeah,
it was gifted. I hadn't seen it. I didn't even know it had hit theaters, and I was gifted it as a DVD many years ago when I worked in a bookstore. That may or may not rhyme with Cons and Flowball.
It's still open?
Yes, they are, and and very much in business, and I give them a lot of it. And I was gifted the DVD as a birthday present or something, and I had heard nothing about it. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic, and I went home and watched it, and then that was my look, and I'm like, what is this? Is this just like Rehearsal? Did they film rehearsal and put that out as a DVD?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah. Although it's not
Very
my
expensive
least,
rehearsal.
yeah. Still not my least favorite Shakespeare adaptation that's ever been on film. That belongs to Joss Whedon. I hate that movie. I hate that adaptation. It's so anyway. It's bad. It's bad. If you like it, you're bad.
We are likely reviewing it at some point in future, and I want to, because we are for October reviewing the 1993 Much Ado About Nothing, starring a former power couple Kenneth Branagh and Emma Thompson.
Love that one.
And yeah, I absolutely love it, and there's nothing about it I hate. But
yeah.
But Ken, I was trying to end the show, and you and TJ derailed me, and
I blame Claire.
Claire did nothing except eat a cat.
Yeah, and for that she's blameless. For that she's blameless.
There you have it.
Wonderful. I support your Kit Katting.
Friends, send us pictures of how you Kit Kat, all right? And use the hashtag how do you Kit Kat so I can find it, because this would be amazing. All right. Toodles, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Love you.